You saved up some money, you're ready to actually start your business. Now comes the problem of what business are you actually going to be starting. Now I hope this video is going to be the last one that you watch on business ideas themselves. The next thing is going to be you learning about the specific business that you would have chosen from the 10 that I'm going to be sharing with you. I understand firstly that your budget is 10,000 Rand. On top of it, you're working full-time. So this means this business shouldn't be too straining. And I have taken all of that into consideration as I was coming up with this list for you. Now make sure that you watch this video till the end, and then at the end of it tell me what business you end up choosing, okay? So I can actually do a follow-up video where I share how to start that specific business. Now let's jump straight into it. The first business that I have for you is a jewelry business. Now with this one, I have already shared how to start that business and how to market that business. There are different videos that I've already done on it, so you can go and check that out after watching this video. But right now, let's actually talk about the jewelry business itself. This is something that I was planning on starting myself at some point. I just realized that, I wasn't as passionate about it as I thought I was, which is a main thing that I will tell you when it comes to choosing a business idea. It has to be something that you have some type of interest in, or else I can tell you now it's not gonna last. You're going to get over it so quickly, okay? So to avoid there being any problems, make sure that whatever it is that you're going to be choosing is something that you're interested in. In terms of jewelry itself, there are different kinds of jewelry that you can actually sell to people, which I will be showing you on the screen. And then also you need to then decide how exactly you're going to be getting this jewelry. I will always suggest that you actually use alibaba.com to actually find jewelry that you can sell, because that's what I use. I was planning on starting a beaded jewelry. I would not suggest that you do that, because when I was thinking about starting that business, I had the time to actually sit down and create the jewelry itself, like make the jewelry. But if you're working full-time, you don't have that time. So don't do that, okay? Buy already made jewelry. Find a gap that you would be filling. So for me, when I decided that actually the beaded jewelry was just not going to work for me, I ended up deciding on getting stainless steel jewelry, because that's the number one problem that we have. All of our necklaces, our earrings and stuff like that, whenever we buy them from Lovisa, I'm not saying anything, but cough cough wink wink, they don't last, okay? And also sometimes they just start they start rusting, they change color and so on. So if that's what you want to be solving, or that's something that you want to be avoiding, just get stainless steel jewelry, just get higher quality jewelry. And obviously if it's higher quality, you charge high quality fees. In terms of how much jewelry you're actually going to need, when you're just starting, you don't need a lot of jewelry that you're going to be selling, because like I said, you're just starting, so you wouldn't have to buy too much. That's the reason why your budget of 10,000 should be enough. So spend about 5-6k on the jewelry itself. This includes also shipping, so good luck with finding suppliers that are not too expensive when it comes to the shipping. I'm wishing you all the best with that. Plus, I do have a video on how to buy from alibaba.com, which I will have in the description below, so that you can go and check it out. Now, the second business idea that I have for you is a handbag business. Now, when I'm talking about a handbag business, I have done my research as well. I was just very curious, okay, about how much it would actually cost for me to start a handbag business at some point when I had an interest, or I even had the time to even consider that. But now, as you can see, we are currently at work. We do not have the time, okay? But if you are willing to focus specifically on starting your handbag business, you will have the time, so don't worry about it too much. Just for me, I realized that I actually do not want a product business, because I like my freedom, location freedom. I don't want to be stuck in a specific place. But if that's not you, that's okay. So with a handbag business, like I said, I will always suggest that you use alibaba.com, because that's one of the best ways that you can actually get started. Now please note, there are other Chinese supply platforms that you can use. Now please understand something. Make sure that you get samples. I'm saying this for every business that I'm going to be sharing with you. Get samples, because we don't want problems, okay? Because you don't want something to get to you and then you realize this is actually not what I was sold. This is not what I was expecting. We don't want a situation like that. So make sure that you get samples before you buy in bulk. Then you can actually determine if this is a good investment or not, okay? Number 3 is a scented candle business. Okay, so this means that you'll be starting a candle business. I do have a video on how to start a candle business, so please make sure that you actually go check it out. All of these videos are going to be in the description below. If anything, I am just going to add the playlist for how to start a business, because there are different businesses that are on there. You can also go and check them out outside of the ones that I would have mentioned in this video. Okay, so I'll make sure to just like put the whole playlist on there so that you can go check it out, to avoid having to plug each one of those videos, because there are quite a number of videos. Okay, I'm consistent. Okay, but anyway, so when it comes to a candle business, number one thing that I will say, because you know that you are working full-time, please do not make the candles yourselves. Instead, what you need to do is actually resell already made candles. That's the best way that you can actually go about starting your candle business, because it will be far too straining for you to actually try to make the candles every time you come back home from work. It's gonna be a lot of work. Okay, so just find already made candles, good quality candles, test out the candles obviously to make sure that they're good quality, and then that's what you're going to be selling to people. The fourth business idea that I have for you is print on demand tote bags. Yeah, not t-shirts. Okay, tote bags. The reason why I'm talking about tote bags is because people actually use them. Not that they don't use t-shirts, but a lot of people already have t-shirt businesses, or like print on demand t-shirts, whatever. So consider actually printing some type of design or something on a tote bag instead, and selling that, whether it's going to be for students or it's going to be for whatever it is that you end up deciding on. Okay, but because it's print on demand, it's not going to cost you as much to actually get started with this business, because after all, you print when someone has said that they want it. But when you're starting off, you do need to actually, like, you know, come up with the different designs, print them for yourself, so that you can actually show people on social media that this thing exists and how exactly it would look like. The fifth business idea that I have for you is a hair growth oil. Yes, so hair products. Basically, you're going to be selling hair products that you would have found already made. Like I said, guys, I'm going to keep emphasizing, please do not make this stuff yourself. You don't have the time, you don't have it in you. You're gonna burn yourself out trying to do all of that. So let's just avoid it to start off with. Okay, now with things like hair, skin and stuff like that, it is very, very iffy. Please make sure that you do enough research, that you test out these products to make sure that people's hair does not start falling off. You cannot afford a lawsuit, you cannot afford to get sued. Okay, so let's just not do that at all. So make sure that you test out all of these things. Make sure that wherever it is that you're buying it from, it's a credible place, it's credited if it should be. Okay, whatever licenses, whatever it is that they actually need, make sure that they have it before you actually buy from them. We don't want problems. The sixth that I have for you is natural skincare products. Same thing, make sure that you buy already made. There are some sites where you can get skincare products. So basically they make the skincare product itself, and then they put it in like a huge jug or something, container, and then they sell you like a 2-liter 5-liter container, and then you can put it in your own bottles and brand it yourself, and then that's what you'd be selling. So with natural skincare products, that's how you can actually go about it. With hair oils, I think it's the same thing also. You're going to have to budget not only the product itself, but the containers, the branding and stuff that you're going to be putting on it, because that is something we kind of forget. Okay, and you don't want to have a situation where now you don't have anywhere to actually put the hair oils, you don't have anywhere to put the skincare products. We don't want that. The seventh business idea that I have for you is a stationery business. Now when I'm talking about stationery business, I'm talking about things like notebooks, planners, pens, whatever it is that you actually want to sell to people. I'm going to be showing you some examples on the screen of things that you could sell. That's what you're going to actually be selling to people, and that's the best way to actually go about it. Now with notebooks, you can either print them yourself or buy already made, or like, you know, notebooks that are already set out, so they have some type of template or something, and that's what you're going to be selling. One thing I did notice on Alibaba.com about notebooks though is that minimum order quantity is very high. So when I say minimum order quantity, I'm talking about the fact that they expect you to buy like 10 at once, 20 at once. With that one, usually it's like 5, 10. With notebooks, a lot of them are like 100, 200. So make sure that your money is up, because yeah, don't do that. Okay, or else if you're going to be printing it yourself, I do have an ebook that is actually coming on how to start a journal business, and I'm going to be sharing some printing companies that you can use to actually start your own notebook business, where you are printing your own pages and actually, you know, putting together the book itself. If you're serious about getting started with your business, I have created an ebook that has 101 business ideas specifically for you because I want to help you finally get started with your business. So don't just think about starting, but actually get it done. So this means I am not only sharing with you the different types of businesses, service business, product businesses, but also online businesses. So you don't have an excuse. Whether you have money, you don't have money, I have shared everything that is going to cater for you. And then went as far as to actually teach you or give you some tips that are going to help you with deciding how to choose the business that works for you. And then a bonus, the fact that I added links. Yes, you heard me right. I added links so that you can actually watch a video on how to start that specific business that you might be interested in. Yes, I am spoon feeding you at this point. This ebook is only $6. Go and get it right now and finally get started. I'm tired of you doing all of these research and not making use of it. The 8th business idea that I have for you is branded press-on nails. So this means you would have actually created the press-on nails yourself and then you're going to be selling those. This usually works for someone who's already a nail tech or has some nail tech or nail art knowledge. Okay, so this means that you already need to have the skill before you now want to get into this because okay, it's a lot. Or else you can just buy already made. Guys, there's always that option. Like, please, you don't have to put yourself through that. If you don't want to like do the labor, just buy already made, okay? And that works very well for you, especially because time. Let's remember the time issue here, okay? So that's something that you can actually do in terms of your press-on nails. Think about the type of person who actually wears press-on nails. Make sure that you get good quality press-on nails. I once bought these press-on nails. I could not for the life of me get them to stick on. And I spent a lot of money on them, okay? I don't know if I'm the problem or the press-on nails were the problem, but whatever the problem was, it was a problem, okay? So make sure that the quality of the press-on nails are actually really, really good because you don't want your customers to now be complaining. Make sure that you're using the press-on nails on yourself. You are always going to be the best person to market your own business. Wear the press-on nails, go around with them, people compliment you on your nails and you're like, oh, actually, I sell these. The 9th business idea that I have for you is a subscription box business. This means basically you're starting a gift box business, but the only thing is people are going to be subscribing. So this comes to them either every month, every 3 months, every 4 months, or yearly, whatever it is. Okay, yearly I would not suggest, okay, like that's not much, okay, but it could be every month or every 3 months. It's up to you how exactly you're going to be managing that. You need to have a specific theme or something for each time that you are sending things to people. Make sure that you don't put too many things in the gift box that you end up making no profit at all, because that is the number one issue that people who have gift box businesses or subscription box businesses actually struggle with. I do have a video on how to start a gift box business that you can actually go and watch. It's actually one of my most popular videos, so please go and watch that because it's going to break it down for you as to how exactly you can start. And I do mention a subscription box business being one of the business ideas or businesses that you can actually start when you're starting a gift box business. So please make sure that you actually go and you check it out. Like I said, it's going to be in the link that's in the link that has like the whole playlist of all the different businesses that you can actually start, okay? The last business idea that I have for you is a lip gloss business. Now again, you can create your own lip glosses. I would not suggest it because like I said and I keep saying and emphasizing, you don't have time or energy to do it. I know this because I'm working right now, and when I tell you I struggle even with the videos, the whole reason why I'm even recording a video right now while I'm at work is because I know that by the time I get home I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to have to go record a video, so we're just avoiding that whole thing. Now with the lip gloss business, I do have a video again about how to actually start because I think I named it how to start a cosmetics business, but it's basically how to start a lip gloss business, and I share more detail on there about how to actually get started and all the information that you would need. But when it comes to your lip gloss business, please make sure that, like I said, if you're working with people's faces, hair and stuff, make sure that the quality of the products that you are creating or that you are selling to people is very good quality. You don't want complaints that are too heavy for you to take, okay? Now that I've told you the 10 business ideas that you can actually start, let me know in the comments what business you're interested in.